But good morning, everybody. Welcome
Morning.
Morning.
Cruising with the Case Handler. It is 8:31 on Tuesday, May 19th. And I just realized that this weekend is Memorial Day weekend. When have you actually cared less about Memorial Day weekend than this year? Usually you're looking forward to this for weeks, making plans. I may work on Memorial Day. Why not? It's like every other day, but we're getting through the week, and hopefully the weather will cooperate, especially here in the tri-state area. The sun is shining, the weather is sweet, and to the rescue, here we are. Right, Ralston?
Bob Marley. That's the Bob Marley.
Very good. Look at that clean-shaven face. Yesterday, Ralston, I asked him if he was going Rasta because his hair and his beard, and he was looking pretty good, actually, but welcome back, Ralston. We're glad to have you this week. And Conrad, the Maestro Pollack, and Nelson, the Maverick Madrid, and of course, David Squeeze Annakie. I am Adam Handler, your boy, the Case Handler, aka the Shark, and we're here to get this show going. Good morning, everybody. Coffee ready, and let's do it. Let's start by giving the number out, though, because who are we? We are attorneys, and what do? Personal injury, immigration, real estate, matrimonial, criminal, employment. We do it all. And if we can't do it, then we're going to find the right people to do it for you. A trustworthy referral is something that we take very, very seriously. So make sure if you have any legal problems whatsoever, you'll consider us first, because we really try to give honest answers and good solutions to any legal problems if God forbid you need them. And it starts with having that number saved. It starts with using that number, because we won't know you're out there unless you call us first. 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. We are offering free immigration consultations, free personal injury consultations. In fact, we're offering free consultations across the board. If you have a problem, you have an issue, you have a question, give us a ring, and we'll do our best to help you over the phone and guide you as to how we can further help you once we become your attorneys. 844-PPID-LAW. With that said, I will introduce who do we want to pick today first? Let's get Nelson. Let's get his juices flowing this morning. We will pick one of the partners of the immigration department, a friend of mine, an excellent attorney, and an overall just really great guy, Nelson the Maverick Madrid. Nelson, good morning to you, brother.
Good morning. I'm about to do a mic drop and walk away. That was a great introduction. Thank you.
You need we need an explosion, a Conrad's explosion. What's up, man? How are you today?
Not much.
Tell us a little bit about the phone calls you've been getting over the past couple of days. I know they've been flooding in with respect to the immigration cases. Some of the samples we're getting.
We've been getting a lot of phone calls. I've actually spoken with people who are in Jamaica. So
I saw
obviously that. Our reach is expansive. I've spoken with people in Florida, spoken with people basically all over the United States. A lot of people have questions regarding eligibility for citizenship, eligibility for adjustment of status. Good questions. Unfortunately, some people started the process on their own, haven't heard back from immigration, aren't sure what the next steps are. So I think we've gotten a wide gamut of calls. Very interesting, obviously, to say the least. Some of these people, obviously, we are able to help. Others, they are in a very difficult situation. And, as I said multiple times on the show, we're not in the business of selling dreams. If we can help you, we let you know we can help you. If we can't help you, we tell you, this is not something that we would obviously choose to take on.
Yeah, and we said this last week as well. PPID is good at a lot of things, or great at a lot of things. The one thing we're not that familiar with or good at are refunds. We don't give refunds. Why? Because you give a refund when you take somebody's money, realize you can't help them, and then they demand that you pay them back because you sold them that dream. You sold them, that fake prospect of getting help. We are only taking cases in which we believe within a reasonable degree of legal certainty, we can help you. right? And that's something that we're very proud of. And that's across the board. That's immigration, personal injury. I mean, I work on a contingency fee. Again, my name is Adam Handler, and I'm the partner of the personal injury department. And we work on contingency fee, meaning we get paid if and only if we're successful for you. We can't afford to take a case that we don't think we have a reasonable shot at winning. It's a waste of your time. It's a waste of our time, and nobody wins in that situation. But if, God forbid, you're hurt through the negligence of somebody else and you have a real injury we can prove, we're going to take a shot. We're going to try to right the wrong, try to prevent you from being a victim twice, and see what we can do. And that's something we're really proud that we can say that, you know, we're just not the attorneys out there that's going to just cast that wide net and pull in everything that we can get. We know exactly what we're fishing for, and that's the tuna, baby, the good stuff. Conrad, good morning to you, my brother.
Good morning, Adam. Good morning.
Tell us something. Tell us something. I saw that email this morning about the reopening of the firm. For everybody out there that is listening for the first time, Conrad Pollack is the managing partner of the firm. He is the big dog. His father started the firm decades and decades ago, and we're slowly working on our reopening plan. I know he's been working very hard on it, and it's important to not only the lawyers of the firm, but also the clients as well. And Conrad keeps saying over and over in our nightly meetings, we got to do it the right way. We got to make it safe for everyone. So thank you for taking that role and taking that lead. And we're excited to see what could happen. It's going to be weird, but we're excited.
Yeah, we are planning currently on opening on June 1st, barring any changes in the New York State or New York City rules and laws on the subject. We have three office locations. Of course, our main office is at 225 Broadway, 3rd floor. We have a satellite office in Peekskill up in Westchester County, and we have another office in Brooklyn. We're planning on opening all three come June 1st, and trying to get back to normal as much as possible. We're devising procedures for clients to come and visit us, and you know, everyone's going to obviously have to wear masks and gloves, and we're getting the Purell everywhere and so on and so forth. But you know, everybody, as much as we're enjoying doing our work from home and on Zoom and doing our morning show every weekday, it'll be nice to get back to my view of the Brooklyn Bridge on Broadway, and especially on a sunny day like today. It's a beautiful view I have overlooking City Hall Park, and I do miss it. And I'm looking forward to seeing it again, and also seeing some faces, seeing faces of the staff, of all the firm employees and clients as well. You know,
yeah,
it's been a long time.
You've actually, now that I think about it, you've actually handpicked pretty much each employee of PPID. I mean, nobody really gets hired without meeting with you and myself included, you know, those 6 years ago, without coming to meet the maestro first. So I bet you are excited, because I know you love it when things are working like a well-oiled machine, because what we do here at the firm is absolutely incredible work, even though we're doing it remotely. But I know we can do it even that much better when we're all working together as a team again.
No, that's absolutely true. And as I said before in various previous shows, we hire what I like to think are the best and most qualified people we can find, regardless of the position, from associate attorney down to receptionist, down to the mailroom. We hire only quality people, and particularly in the immigration department, we hire people that are fervent in their belief in the immigration system in the United States, and want to help people, and are really into it, and just want to contribute to society by providing people, our clients, with an opportunity to pursue that American dream, which is still out there. I mean, it's become more difficult, clearly, but it's still out there. So,
and when are people going to be able to start filing petitions and adjustments and documents with immigration again?
Well, that hasn't stopped. Immigration is open. The USCIS is open. It's the U.S. consulate posts that are closed. But we've been filing applications, preparing cases, you know, all along. I mean, granted, we're not doing it from the office. We're all doing it from home, and it's been a bit of a challenge coordinating our efforts. But we've been doing it. We're filing our petitions. We're filing our cases. And by the way, I'll say it again. We're going to be saying this a lot. Filing fees are going up. Very soon, immigration is running out of money. There's an article in the New York Times on Sunday which said that the Immigration Service, USCIS, is running out of money. They rely on people to pay their fees to fund their agency. Not that many people are filing. People are afraid to file. People are discouraged from filing, and this is the government's own government's own doing. But as a result, they're running out of money. So they're raising filing fees, and they're going to tack on a 10% surcharge is the word as well. So if you have applications to file, do it. Now's the time. Citizenship, the fee is going to double practically. All right, get your applications in, and don't do it yourself. Come and give us a call. Let us help you. All right. If you mess it up, if you do it yourself and you mess it up, and the case gets returned, and the filing fees go up, you're going to end up spending double what you would have spent otherwise. Don't take that chance.
All right. All right. David, Squeeze, you want to join in the party, or so we go straight to the odd men first? What do you think? I'll give you dealer's choice right now.
He's having breakfast. Where'd he go?
He's having breakfast. All right.
He's got his coffee on the side.
Good morning to you. So let me ask you a question, Ralston, because you've been taking a lot of the follow-up phone calls. Everybody out there, good morning. This is Ralston Dixon. He is a law clerk at PPID. He's with personal injury, but also fielding the barrage of phone calls when it comes to immigration. Everybody,
go to the yard man first. Go to the yard man first.
I am where we are with the yard man right now. It's 84. When people are calling us, and it's 844 again 774-3529 844-774-3529. People have been calling to get those free immigration consultations, and literally we've been handling hundreds of phone calls. Ralston, what are some of the things that people are saying to you on those follow-up phone calls you've been making?
Well, we are getting a multiplicity of different things that people are saying, Adam. One of the things that a client was saying to me is there are different levels to people who want to retain. There are those who are considering whether or not they want to use an attorney. There are those who know that they want to use an attorney, but they are wondering which attorneys they should use. And there are those who come and they know that they want to use us PPID. And so I want to address each level. The first level is for those who don't know whether or not they want to use an attorney. I just want to say that it is prudent to use an attorney. I'm not going to try to motivate you. I'm just going to say it because this is the fact of the situation. It is prudent to use an attorney. I just got a call yesterday from a friend of mine who we went to law school in Jamaica. He's working in the British Virgin Islands. And he too saw the program and was recommending a friend of his who is married to a US citizen here. And the friend was just seeking advice, because that's what you do when you have a lawyer friend. You seek advice from them. And so he said, you know what, I advise that you use an attorney. And I advise because there are technicalities to your immigration matters, just like we advise that you use an attorney for personal injury matters. Why do we advise that you use it? It's not because we want your money only, right? I will say we advise that you use an attorney simply because you want to get your case dealt with properly. Now, as somebody who works with Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico, I have observed that we put our clients first. It is the culture of the organization. It is something that goes without saying. And so that is the type of organization that you would want to do your immigration matters. I've had clients calling and they're saying that, you know what, I've been to another attorney and I'm not satisfied with them. Now, I can't guarantee that we will definitely, your matter will get through at the immigration level. But what I can guarantee is that Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico will work on your case, and we will put out the utmost for the best. We're going to do the best that we can do with the facts that are given to us, and we're going to give it our best shot. Now, another thing I wanted to speak of is the systems that are in place, because in every organization, Adam, it is the systems that are in place to ensure that the excellent attorneys that are there replicate themselves. And I want to say, within the immigration department, there are excellent systems. Within the personal injury department, there are excellent systems, I believe, that facilitates excellence. When I'm looking, for example, with my case, we put together our cases meticulously, and there are systems in place. Therefore, if Nelson is not in the office, there are systems in place where he is able to see what is going on with each client's case. And I'm saying that I'm not trying to motivate my fellow Jamaicans to be a part of Pollack, Isaac, and Desico.
Or Caribbeans.
Or Caribbeans. Why? Because the facts speak for itself. There's a term that we use in negligence, re ipsa loquitur. The facts speak for itself. We are the creme de la creme. And we say it we do not say it bashfully. We say it proudly, and we wear it like an epaulette on our sleeves. Why? Because it is just the truth.
Yeah, and that's
so
why
I advise that we call 844-774-3529. If you want attorneys who are coming, who you want to work on your case, and you want somebody who is going to be serious, meticulous, and prudent, somebody who is going to handle your case as though you are a person, you are an individual, call the number 844-774-3529.
Okay. All right, gentlemen, sorry about my tardiness. It was completely beyond my control. I don't know how it's possible, but never seen a radio station, not me, lose internet. Okay, so would you believe that, Adam?
I would
WVIP.
These days,
Okay,
I would believe
internet. I'm like, what? I got on the phone and they confirmed. I'm like, everything's good on our side.
You know what, Squeeze? You know, I was thinking about, like, you were like, you know, we're like the kids and you're like the dad, and you ran out of, you know, you ran out and you're like, this house better be standing by the time I get home. And you just came home. The dishes are done. The beds are made. We made it without you, brother. I mean, you know, we took care of business.
Yeah, I just confirmed.
And it goes to show, just, you know, Adam is David Squeeze Annakie is the driver of the show. But
I don't know about driver. I just hold the steering wheel sometimes to make.
He speeds.
The drivers are the Mavericks, the Maestros, and the case handler. They are the drivers. I just hold the steering wheel, so we're on the right path with the different markets. But the drivers, trust me, Ralston, the drivers are these attorneys. They're the top gun. I show them off every day.
Every time somebody calls, I show them
off. You know,
he's comfortable relinquishing control to Adam, to Nelson, and to Conrad. And that is why it's so important for you to call the number 844-774-3529 for attorneys who have hearts, for attorneys who care about your case. It's not just about acquiring another client. It's about handling your matter with diligence, with dedication, with discipline. Call Pollack, Isaac, and Desico. 844-774-3529.
We're absolutely here to help, and that's what, Squeeze, you wouldn't have us on if you didn't truly believe that we're the right attorneys to be, you know, marketing and more important than marketing, assisting, you know, the community. You know, you put your name out there whenever a broadcaster puts a product on their show, and essentially our firm is a product, right? We're giving information about it. That's your reputation on the line. And
absolutely. I mean,
everything. You've been doing it
6 years.
Yep, absolutely. I mean, listen, you've been pushing.
Nelson and Conrad courting took 6 years.
Yeah, you've been pushing the case handler product, you know, for 15 years. Pretty much every broadcaster on this station has pushed the case handler product because they believe in me and they know, you know, what the wonderful things that I can do and wonderful things that the firm does. So, you know, every morning, 8:30, 93.5. We're giving the information out. We're telling you how we can help. We're giving out the number for the free consultations. And we're just trying to give back to the community that's embraced us for literally so many years. So if it's something that we can help you with, wonderful. If you're just listening for, entertainment or just to pass the time, that's good too. If you're watching us on Facebook, I'll ask you to please share this page. It's really so helpful to our endeavor to get the word out, to help spread the love as to what we're doing here at the firm. We've been talking for the past 20 minutes just about our firm in general. We haven't really gotten into any true life success stories or talk about the millions and millions and millions of dollars that we have obtained for our personal injury clients, or the thousands and thousands of people that we've helped become permanent residents or citizens of this country, changing their life, changing their family's life forever. Because it's good to talk about the good things we do, but it's also good to talk about our firm in general. And these radio shows, I believe, are extended interviews in a way. You're really finding out who we are and how we do things. And if you believe in me and you believe in Squeeze and you believe in all the other broadcasters on this radio station, you'll have that number saved. And hopefully, fingers crossed, we will be the first people that you will consider if, God forbid, you ever need an attorney for some situation. And that's 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID law.
Well, tell you what, let's just test these attorneys, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Cruising with a Case Handler, personal injury, immigration, top immigration attorneys, the Maverick, aka, government, Nelson Madrid, and the Maestro, Conrad Pollack. All right, let's jump quickly into immigration, and then we'll jump over to Adam Handler, who is firing up one of his true success stories. Immigration question: if my partner entered the country on a J1, and it will expire before our application for spousal green cards being approved, can he stay in the country while we wait?
If they file for adjustment of status, which is what it sounds like, yes, assuming everything was done properly. Even if the J1 had expired already, they could remain in the country so long as they applied for adjustment of status, did everything the right way, and also they could get permission to work, typically within 6 months or so, in doing that process. One thing to consider, however, give me an opportunity here to show off a little bit. One thing to consider on a J1, frequently J1s, which by the way is an exchange visitor program. A lot of J1s are au pairs, for instance, that come over for brief periods. But Js can be up to 1.5 years in terms of the length of time they can remain in the country, typically. One of the things attached to a J1, which is unique to the J1 visas, frequently it's necessary that the person has to go home for 2 years after the J1 expires. Now, if this person is subject to that foreign residence requirement, which they need to check their passport and see, because if they're subject, doesn't matter if you're married, you cannot get your green card without going back to your country for 2 years unless you apply for and obtain a waiver. Something to consider. That J1 can be a very tricky situation. If you're subject to the foreign residence requirement, which is 212E of the Immigration Nationality Act, you will have to go home for 2 years. There is a waiver available if you're married to a U.S. citizen, but you have to demonstrate extreme hardship to that spouse if you're going to get the waiver. So something to consider.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, that's Conrad Pollack, managing partner at the firm PPID. Just answered that question. So call 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Do us a favor. Share the page that you are watching, ladies and gentlemen. Share, share, share. Sharing is caring here on Cruising with the Case Handler. Another quick immigration question before we pop it over to the case handler himself, the top man on personal injury attorney. It says here, immigration-wise, I am a U.S. citizen and I'm applying for my wife's green card. My issue is that I tried to bring my wife to the United States through visiting visa and was denied. Will this affect the green card application?
Nelson, didn't we hear that one yesterday?
This is a repeat from yesterday. Oh, we did. These are questions from yesterday that we missed.
Yeah, we actually answered that question.
We answered that one.
Okay, all right. So you got that one. All right. Here's another one. All right. This one was from yesterday too. I overstayed my visiting visa during the time I had my daughter, U.S. citizen. Came back to my home country now 8 years ago. My daughter was on vacation in New York and got seriously ill. and I now need a visa to visit her, but I don't know where to start as I had overstayed in the country.
All yours,
Okay.
Nelson.
All right. So I imagine she plans to come just to visit her daughter and return back to Jamaica. She would need a waiver. And basically she'd have to show three things in that waiver. The risk of harm to society if the applicant is admitted, the seriousness of the applicant's prior immigration violations, and the nature of the applicant's reason for wishing to enter the United States. If she can obviously satisfy those three requirements, she would be able to come back, but she needs a waiver because she overstayed her visa.
There you go.
One thing to consider also in that situation, you come with a visa and you overstay. If you remain past 180 days after your visa expires and you leave the country, you cannot come back to the United States for 3 years. If you overstay your visa by a year, you cannot come back to the United States for 10 years. Something to consider as well. Very good reason not to overstay.
Absolutely. Once again, folks, okay, so hopefully nobody curses me out. I got through those questions. So for yesterday, got a couple more for today, but let's jump it over to, of course, Adam Handler. Once again, folks, here's what I need for everyone out there. Share the page, dial this number also, and store the number. You're listening, you're watching Cruising with a Case Handler, where we speak on personal injury and immigration. You just heard from two attorneys in the immigration area. That's, of course, Conrad Pollack and Nelson Madrid. Dial this number, 844-774-3529. We personally guarantee you a 100% free consultation. That's 844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. Easily remembered, 844-PPID-LAW. Once again, no matter what you need in the capacity of legal help, make sure you reach out to the firm. I am sure these attorneys can find you the help that you need by way of personal injury, by way of immigration, criminal defense, real estate, matrimonial. And if you don't, if they don't specifically have someone on board, as Ralston said earlier, they'll find you that person to give you that help. Once again, Cruising with a Case Handler, 844-774-3529. Make the link, make the connection, make it PPID, Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. Make it the Case Handler. Adam, are you ready?
My brother, I'm always ready. Hold on, let me clean up my hair here. There we go.
Yeah,
all right, let's talk some personal. Let's talk some personal injury.
Yes.
I feel like we should go big today.
Go big, man, or go home.
Yeah, I feel like we should go big. And I was thinking about this client actually the other day. I don't know. We still before top of the hour. Should we give out the number one more time when we pass that?
844-774-3529. That's 844-774-3529. 844-774-3529. Once again, if you're watching us, dial the number, share the page, 844-774-3529. If you're listening to us, dial the number, switch over also to Facebook, the Case Handler page. All right? It's 9 o'clock. 844-774-3529.
All right. So I was thinking about this client the other day, and you have to understand, our motto, especially at the firm, most particularly in my department, and it's family. We treat our clients like family. And I always say, when you log on to thecasehandler.com, or if you're on our Facebook page, I'm sure that you've seen our website through Facebook. We have a very simple motto at the top, and it's not, we have recovered $120 million, or it's not, we've been nominated as super lawyers, or we've absolutely, done wonders for the New York community over the past, 15 years. No, it's, we treat our clients like family. And that's something that was certainly instilled in me by my father and my grandfather before him, something that's been instilled by Conrad's father. We are generational attorneys in our families, and we treat our clients like family. And this one client in particular, she was like my mama. She was just, still is one of the sweetest clients that I've ever dealt with, and somebody that was, when I say 100% dependent on me to get the job done, is an understatement as well. She left everything in my hands. Every time a phone call needed to be made, a letter mailed. I mean, I literally had to hold her hand across the board in this process, even so much in that when she, had surgery, and she had multiple surgeries, and I used to visit her in the hospital, I would sit with her for hours and literally have to coax her to eat. Her doctor once came in and said, if you saw us, you would probably not think that we were related, but he says, you obviously somebody very close to me, to hit her. Can you try to get her to eat? And I was spoon feeding her food, her lunch and her dinner sometimes. And it's something, a moment that I was really proud of, but I was even more proud of the ability that I was able to get her $5 million. And like I said, I'm going to go big today. I'm going with 5 million. And that was at last fall. This was a case in which she really talk about could have become the victim twice over. She was waiting for a bus, and the bus driver was running late, and the bus driver, through the testimony, realized that another bus was right behind him. So she would probably get picked up on that bus. And as she's boarding the bus, he shuts the doors on her. She falls backwards to the sidewalk. He opens the door, asks her if she's okay, gets no response from her, shuts the doors, pulls away. The next bus, the MTA bus, pulls up, sees her laying on the ground, hysterical, crying in pain. Bus driver gets out, brings her on the bus, takes her to the end of the line in Jamaica, calls the ambulance, and everything started there. This was a case in which the first bus driver said that she was running for the bus and ran into the door and then fell backwards, something ridiculous. And trust me, if you saw this woman, she's not running anywhere. She's a very, very small, very thin, older woman, and just went about her business every day. And I love this quote because this quote, it was so special when she gave it. I didn't even realize she did it until Ruthie posted it, but it says, "You'll never find someone like Adam Handler." And I hate to read this about myself, but I'll just read it right now, just for the sake of time. You'll never find some.
What's wrong with my lips, man? It says, "You will never find someone like Adam Handler. He was there for me like a real son. Even when I had a hard time eating in the hospital, Adam was there for me to encourage me to eat. I'm thankful to Adam for helping me to win my case. And I want to also thank my children for taking care of me after my accident. Maddie from Jamaica, New York. Settlement. And here we go. You ready for it? Wait for it. Wait for it. $5 million.
$5 million. I mean,
US dollars,
life-changing money, generational money. She sent, I believe it was $1 million back down home to Guyana to help her family down there. Literally, this case has changed the lives of dozens of people, and I couldn't be more proud than having a part of this. And we fought and we fought and we fought. I mean, this case, the accident was December of 2014. It didn't get settled until 2019 because for 5 years, the MTA just refused to take responsibility for what they did to her. And we were on the eve of trial and about to go to trial. And the judge said to the MTA, well, what do you plan on doing? I mean, the evidence is against you as far as how the accident happened. And the evidence is against you as far as the severity of her injuries. I mean, these are actual photos, x-ray photos of the surgery to her back. And we prepared.
Are those metal? Are those metal?
Yep, metal rods and screws in her lumbar spine. And then she wound up having a surgery to her cervical spine. And, I was ready to tell the world, to tell the jury that, 100 years from now, there's not going to be anything left of Maddie other than some metal in a coffin, because, that stuff will be permanent and a permanent reminder of the damage that the MTA did. A very, very powerful case, but a successful case, and a case in which I really believe we did better than any other attorney out there could possibly do. So if, God forbid, you're ever in an accident, no matter how serious, if we can prove the accident happened and we can prove your injuries, we're happy to help. It all starts with a phone call. We don't hang out at the emergency rooms. We don't hang out at the doctor's office. We won't even know, that you had an accident until you give us a call. And that's 844-774-3529 or 844-PPID-LAW.
Once again, ladies and gentlemen, Adam Handler, the case handler, handling your case. Once again, make that link. The number is 844-774-3529. If you are out there, ladies and gentlemen, guess what? You need to understand that you only need one law firm, and that law firm is Pollack, Isaac, and DeSico. That's the reason why we have people like the case handler. And of course, you saw what he did, $5 million. That's an unbelievable settlement, Adam. Unbelievable, $5 million. And that's what I'm talking about. Those are the kind of cases, ladies and gentlemen, that Adam fights for. And he never gave up. And I know that the city is not easy to deal with, Adam. Not easy at all.
When I say they're the toughest adversary, it's not because they're the most worthy opponent. It's because they have the ability to drag things out for a very long time, and they will make you an offer eventually, but they always are looking for that city discount. Now, a lot of lawyers probably would have taken, I think at one time they had offered 2.5 or 2.6 million. And a lot of attorneys probably would have taken that, but I understood that she would never have a redo in this. You can never reopen that case. She had one chance to get it right. You know, one chance, one choice of lawyer, and she chose the case handler. In fact, she was one of the clients that came with me when I switched practices. So a very special, a very loyal client that knew that I was leaving a firm and she wanted to stick with me, right? She didn't want to stick with the firm. She wanted to stick with the lawyer. And, you know, that's a sign of a good lawyer when the clients, you know, follow you, you know, almost like, you know, mother duck, you know, wherever I go, they go. And that's because they understand that I'm going to treat them the right way. I'm going to treat them like family. I'm going to fight for them. Like in this case, that they were like my own mother.
Absolutely.
If I may,
sorry, also a quick one before I forget. I think maybe you should talk about the statute of limitations where the city cases are concerned.
Yeah. Well, real quick, so we don't really talk too much about the legalese of the PI world, but we can do that really quick, and then we'll get to immigration. You know, statute of limitations are something that's out there that exists to limit your time in which you have to file a claim or a lawsuit. In New York, if you're hurt through the fault of somebody else, you generally have 3 years to file a negligence claim. It's 2.5 years if it's medical malpractice, but 3 years for negligence claims. In New Jersey, it's 2 years across the board. But when you're dealing with the city, you have an even tighter deadline, and that's called the notice of claim deadline. And that means your case must be filed within the first 90 days of the accident. And the rationale behind that is that so many things happen in the city of New York, on the buses, on the sidewalks, on the streets, so many different cases in which the city or the MTA could be exposed. They want to know about it right away so they can conduct their investigation. So unless you file your claim within 90 days, you may be forever barred from ever filing that case ever. And if you're at day 89 and you still don't have an attorney, it means that you're either not that badly hurt or you just haven't been paying attention to any lawyer show out there. You must have an attorney right away. I don't care if you've got no case. If you get hurt within a day, you should be consulting with an attorney to find out if you have a case and how the attorney can help you. So everybody out there that ever has a question regarding personal injury, the consultation is free. Even retaining my services, no money out of pocket. We work on a contingency fee, meaning I get paid if and only if I'm successful for you. So there's no risk to you whatsoever, no reason why you shouldn't have what you believe to be the best possible attorney fighting for you and your family.
Absolutely. Okay, it's time for me to pop another question to the immigration attorneys. I don't want to be rude. Ralston, you were about to quickly say something?
I wanted to say if you've been in a personal injury, if you've been in an accident, you want to ensure that you first of all ensure the police comes there. Go to the hospital, you know, and call our firm, because we'll be able to identify all the things that you need to do so that you don't mess your case up from the get-go. All right. I was
That's
going to
awesome.
buttress what Adam said, but Adam is a household name within our community. So he needs no introduction, really. He needs no buttressing. He needs no, he already has his name out there and his goodwill.
Guys, I'm taking a quick.
Okay.
Like,
One second there.
second.
One second there. 1 second. Let me just. This
Oh,
morning.
this is quite the show this morning.
Oh
Just hold it
man,
down
this
for
is
me, James.
this is
Sure,
unbelievable, man. Believe me, unbelievable. Sorry about that.
No problem, my man. Listen, nothing's perfect except PPID.
All right, gentlemen. All right, so here's another question on the immigration side. Thank you so much, Adam, for, of course, giving us that great, wonderful testimony of $5 million in settlement, okay, from Maddie. It's great. But let's switch it over to immigration right now. And heads up, Maverick, all right? He says, I'm helping out a friend who was recently ordered deported. He was arrested on felony charges back in October. Those charges were dropped. Immigration still picked him up from the county jail. He has been in jail since October of last year. He came to the US almost 10 years ago when he was a child as a refugee. He has his green card. He has a couple charges on his background which got him ordered deported, but are not felony charges. He had the same judge the first couple of court appearances. He did not have a lawyer. We're wanting to appeal it. We can't find a lawyer to take over so late in the game. What can we do?
So, I would need a